Viva. He is the son of Sir Vandolph Quezon and the grandson of the King of Comedy, Dolphy. Please welcome on stage, Vito Quezon. Hi Vito, dito muna tayo sa center for the solo photo op for our press here sa center. And I would like to acknowledge the presence of Mr. Vandolph Quezon, which we have the presence here in the audience. There. Okay, thank you so much, Vito. Okay, and next is a young teen star about to step into the spotlight together with his older brother. He is the youngest son of veteran actress and pageant queen Miss Patricia Javier and Dr. Robert Walcher. Let's give a warm welcome to Ryan Walcher. Hi Ryan. Sa center muna tayo for a quick photo op for our media friends. Okay, thank you Ryan. And now we've met the younger Walcher. Now it's time to meet the eldest of Miss Patricia Javier and Dr. Robert Walcher. In 2023, he represented the Philippines and won the Mr. Teen International competition in Thailand. Give it up for Rob Walcher. And of course, I would like also to acknowledge the presence of Miss Patricia Javier. Ayan, and she's here to support her sons. Photo off muna tayo on the middle. Like a proud mom. Okay, smile tayo to our media friends. Thank you so much. Okay, next, set to capture the attention of new generation of viewers, he steps into the light with the Viva One Wattpad adaptation series, My Husband is a Mafia Boss, and was part of the Viva One Next Fun Takeover last Saturday at the New Frontier Theater. He is the son of Mr. Anjo Iliana. Get ready for this rising young actor, Jaime Iliana. Hi Jaime. Center muna tayo for a quick photo op for our media friends.
Thank you guys for coming. Thank you.
Okay. Joining us also on this stage this afternoon is a young actor who started his career as one of the main characters in the ongoing Viva One Wattpad adaptation series, Hell University, and was also part of the Viva One Next Fan Takeover last Saturday at the New Frontier Theater. He is the son of the veteran actor Jojo Abellana. Let's welcome on stage Jack Abellana. Hi Jack. Sa center stage muna tayo Jack. Jack. Okay lang, kinakabahan si Jack. Yan, smile tayo for our media friends. Thank you, Jack. And now, next on the list, they are part of the prominent Ejercito Showbiz clan. Two young ladies who are about to make their mark in showbiz, daughters of celebrity couple and veteran artists Bernadette Allison and Gary Estrada. Coming your way first is a young actress who takes a step toward her long-awaited dream with her debut in the Viva One Wattpad adaptation series, My Husband is a Mafia Boss. And her dance moves at the Viva One Next Fun Takeover happened last Saturday at the New Frontier Theater. She is the eldest daughter of veteran actress Bernadette Allison and veteran actor Gary Estrada. Please welcome on stage, Icy Ejercito. Center stage 4. Thank you. Ayan. Thank you so much. And now, moving on, she made her acting debut as Mia in the Wattpad series Hell University. And she also showed her fan side at the Viva One Next Fun Takeover last Saturday at the New Frontier Theater. She is the second daughter of Bernadette and Gary and is now making her official debut with Viva Artist Agency. Let's all welcome Gabby Ejercito. Hi, Gabby. Thank you, Gabby. And now, last but definitely not the least, we've seen her shine in her role as Clea in the well-loved series Golden Scenery of Tomorrow. But she has been doing films and series under Viva and honing her skills as a young actress. Currently, she is taking on a new challenge in an ongoing Wattpad mystery thriller series Project Loki, which is now streaming on Viva One. She is the daughter of veteran action star Mr. Joko Diaz. Let's welcome on stage Ashley Diaz. Yan, Ashley, let's take a photo off with our media friends. And also may I invite our artists to take our center stage also. Because before we officially start the Q&A, may I kindly invite our Viva bosses to join our next generation artists here on stage for a quick photo opportunity. First, may I call on Ms. Boss Veronique Del Rosario Corpus, our President and COO for Viva Artist Agency. May I also call on Boss Valerie Del Rosario, President and COO of Viva Communications, Inc. May I also call on Attorney Jillian Victoria Corpus, AVP Head of Business Affairs for Viva Artist Agency, Inc. Ayan. Thank you po, ating mga bosses, for giving your presence here this afternoon. Okay, our media friends, may take your photo off now. Okay, thank you so much, our beloved bosses. And of course, a round of applause for our Viva Next Generation stars, Ashley, Gabby, Icy, Jack, Jaime, Rob, Ryan, and Vito. You may take your seats now as we are about to start our question and answer portions. Sorry. Ang dami ng portions. Anyway, members of the press may now ask questions. So, okay. Let's start first with Ms. MJ Marforti of TV5.
Hi, good afternoon and congratulations everybody. My first question, of course, would be a whip around for you all. What was the best lesson that you learned from your parents upon officially joining show business? We can start with Ryan.
Hello. Thank you all for coming. Can you say the question again, please?
What was the best lesson that your parents taught you before you embarked on showbiz?
I would say the best lesson that my parents taught me is always make the best of things, no matter how difficult things may seem, because it just makes everything a lot easier and stuff like that.
Hello, Buff. Thank you for the question. I'd say, coming from my mom, she always told me to always be yourself and to never hide who you are, no matter how you are, and just always be real. Yeah.
Hi guys, thank you all for coming. Sa akin naman po yung dad ko, lagi niya lang ina-advise sa akin na stay humble, laging kung saan ka galing, yun lang lagi ang iisipin mo at mahalin mo lahat ng taong sumusuporta sa'yo. Yun lang po, thank you.
Hi guys, so for me, I think my parents just always have told me to take every opportunity you can get. Going into Viva alone, of course, I was reluctant, but then with their support and their advice, I took the chance. and I'm really grateful that I did.
Hi po sa inyong lahat. Magandang hapon po. For me, yung advice ng dad ko na I always take with me is yung to stay humble and always treat everyone with respect, especially sa set. Yun lang. Thank you.
Hi everyone, thank you for coming. I think the number one thing that my parents tell me is to stay grounded, stay humble, and to be positive because it's super easy to be affected by all the negativity nowadays, lalo na sa social media. So, yun talaga, they always remind me to be positive.
That was wonderful. Okay, hello guys, I'm Jaime. So, I've gotten a lot of advice from my family, but one thing that really stuck to me was to appreciate the moment and make sure to work hard for the future because in this industry, everything can come so quickly that you forget that you also have to work hard for the future that you want to live in. And some of us, since we're all young, we can get stuck in the jewelry of show business that we tend to forget the future that we need to focus on. So that's something that I stick with me.
Pasensya na po, wala kang dalang dictionary eh. Siguro po yung tinuro po ng parents ko na maging humble lang at syempre treat everyone with respect. Dahil lahat naman ng nasa set, mga arte, production team, ay nagtatrabaho lang naman po kagaya natin. Yun lang po.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss MJ. And next we have Miss Charmy Pagulong from Philippine Star.
Hello. So, question lang para sa lahat. So, what was the reaction of your parents when you first told them that you want to embark on showbiz?
My parents' reaction when they found out that I wanted to do showbiz, they were surprised because I'm more of a sporty kind of guy, so that's what made them so surprised.
For me po, they were surprised din kasi I'm more of a introvert or shy kind of person, and so kind of expressing myself through showbiz and expressing my talents, it's something that they were very surprised about din.
Ako po actually same lang din kasi yung dad ko, since bata po ako, lagi lang ako nagbabasketball and wala akong interest po talaga mag-showbiz. Kaya nung nalaman niya po, really supportive po siya. Kinontak niyo po, which is andito rin po si Tito Och. Thank you Tito Och sa pagsuporta rin po sa akin. And yeah, super natuwa po yung dad ko and hanggang ngayon rin pa rin naman po sumusuporta pa po siya. Thank you po.
I think for me, the reaction from my parents was just support because when I was really young, I also really wanted to be an actress. I guess that was like my first dream job, but I actually didn't expect na mapupunta ako dito. So, yeah.
Yung parents ko naman, they were very supportive, but yung bilin lang talaga sa akin ng dad ko was to finish my studies, huwag pabayaan ng studies. And ngayon na nakagraduate na, mas naging supportive siya. Thanks, Gabby.
Same din, supportive din sila. Actually, there was a time na I thought ayaw ko na mag-showbiz. After school, I started working like a normal parang marketing job na, and then I quit, and then the opportunity presented itself. And sila yung nag-push sa akin. Kasi I think they know na yung dream ko talaga is to be a singer. And ayun, I tried, here I am, like, I'm just trying out showbiz.
That was very heartwarming. Right. For me, at first my family wasn't supportive because they know how hard it is to be in showbiz. Both of my parents were in the industry and they know this industry is not stable. But after a while, I persuaded them and then I showed them how hard I was really dedicated into acting. So, at first, actually, di ko naman sinabi sa kanila na gusto ko maging artista. Alam na nila yun, dinadala nila ako sa set lagi. Nung sinabi ko na lang sa kanila ay na-cast na ako sa mga project, doon ko na lang sa kanila sinabi. Kasi syempre, ayoko naman sabihin, ay, nag-sign na ako sa Viva, magkaka-project tayo kahit wala namang nangyari. So, inantay ko talaga na makakuha ko ng project bago sabihin sa kanila. Tapos yun, doon na sila napasaya, sabi na, ay, matagal ko tong pinangarap, I've been praying so long for you, Jaime. So, now they're very supportive of me.
Siyempre po, nagulat po at natuwa at the same time. And sabi naman po nila, as long as gusto ko yung gagawin ko, patuloy nila akong susuportahan po dun. Pero yung nanay ko po kasi, nung narinig niya na magbibiba ako, kinabahan po siya. Akala niya Viva Max po agad. Pero sabi po namin dito lang. Yun lang naman po.
Thank you.
Thank you po, Miss Charmy. Next, we have Sir Richard Paglikawan from Lionheart TV. Sorry.
Hi everyone, congratulations sa inyo. Good afternoon. Question ko lang is, ano yung may offer nyo sa showbiz? Ano yung gusto nyo pang mas pag-gihin na talent nyo? And sa palagay nyo, mas magsasucceed pa kayo with this talent? Start tayo with Ryan.
Can you explain that again?
Singing, dancing, acting, what can you offer in showbiz?
I think my talents I do are I play guitar and sports, and I want to like make that more known to the world. Like I want to make that, how do I say this? Like I wanted to stand out more in the Philippines as well. So that's my goal for my talents.
So, as much as possible, I want to make others happy through showbiz. I want to entertain people, and so yeah, I'd love to sing. I'd love to play guitar for others, as long as also with piano as well. Yeah.
Ako naman po, gusto ko rin makilala ng mga tao as my father na magaling kumanta and magaling din umacting. So, gusto ko rin pong subukan yung pagkakanta. Yeah. Thank you po.
For me, I think the main focus for me is acting. I want to focus on my craft. With both of my parents, they're both actors, learning from them, and also trying to bring out what I can from myself. So I'm also playing the piano. During the NFT, we danced, but I don't know if I was that good. But I think in showbiz, the main goal for me is to have fun and to share that with everyone else.
For me naman po, since I've been with Viva for ilang years na, I was able to try singing, I was able to try acting, and yun nga sa NFT, I was able to try dancing. And masasabi ko na ang pinaka na-enjoy ko and what I'm most hungry for is acting kasi I feel like that's where my passion is talaga. So, ayun, very excited din ako to show everyone and to find out more about myself through acting. So, yun. Thank you po.
Yung first love ko talaga is music. So, that's something that I haven't showcased yet, yung singing ko, because medyo natatakot ako. Because I'm kind of a perfectionist when it comes to that, and I'm not sure if I'm ready yet to do that. So that's why I'm acting right now, and I'm trying to build my confidence for singing.
Alright, so of course we all want to do the big three, acting, dancing, and singing. But personally for me right now, I'm focusing on comedy because I feel like that's where I can exceed the most and put myself out there as an artist.
Ako po, magaling po talaga ako maging gymnast. Pero masakit po sa likod eh, kaya nag-acting na lang po ako. Siyempre po, gusto kong makilala bilang komedyante dahil una sa lahat po, Quezon po, and masarap po kasi sa pakiramdam magpasaya ng mga tao. Yun lang.
Thank you, Vito. Kita naman natin yung pagiging komedyante ni Jaime. Of course, ayan. Thank you so much, Sir Richard. And now, moving on to Manila Times, we have Miss Aiza Iglesias. Isa Iglesias.
Hello, good afternoon, and congratulations for this launch. Are you pressured na all of you came from a family na galing sa showbiz, and then how are you turning that pressure into something na beautiful, na you're within your career here sa showbiz? Ryan again.
So, I think that the pressure that we might have, all of us might have, right? That I think that's a great thing to have because it drives us to be more. We want to go and get this thing. All right, we want to get our goals a lot better and easier because we want to live up to our parents because we don't want to let them down. But that's not the truth. They'll still love you.
One thing that I've always heard is that pressure is how diamonds are made. And so I appreciate the pressure because it teaches me how to be strong with just the realistic expectations of not only my parents but also the world. And so I really hope that I can live up to it and I'll try my best.
Sa akin naman po, laging sinasabi ng dad ko, wag iisipin sila ay mga veteran actors. Kasi sila, bago sila naging veteran actor, tumaan din po sila sa dadaanan ko pong ruta. So, ang lagi po nila sinasabi, iisipin ko po yung advantage din namin, which is nakakahingi po kami ng advice sa kanila. And ayun po, maraming salamat po.
I think for me, pressure is a blessing also. Coming into Hell University, my first show in Vivo, I think at first I had a really tough time dealing with the pressure because I wanted to make them proud of me. I wanted my parents to be proud of me. And hopefully I did. I think that they're okay with anything that I do. But of course, it's different when you want to make your parents proud. And by making them proud, you're also trying to make yourself proud.
Fortunately naman po, for me, the pressure that I've received from the people around me and the environment is the positive type of pressure na it makes me work harder for it, it makes me want it more. So, when it gets to me, kasi sometimes the negative pressure also comes from me, kasi sometimes I put too much pressure on myself. I'm lucky enough to have people that would tell me na it's okay, ganyan-ganyan, that they would give me advice, especially my dad, he's very supportive. So, ayun, I think it's more on positive pressure talaga for me. Thank you.
Same as well, meron talagang pressure and added expectations. But I think it's just fuel to do better and prove everyone wrong.
So I also live by the quote where pressure makes diamonds. So I think the pressure that we receive, it should motivate us to do better. There's nights where I don't sleep before taping because I'm focused on studying the script and memorizing the lines before I go on taping so that I don't embarrass myself and I make a good workspace for my co-actors as well. Because of course we have to respect them too. So pressure is good. Pressure should build us to be better than who we were yesterday.
Pag nape-pressure po ako, naaalala ko lang yung sinasabi ng parents ko na be yourself lang. Kasi nandun ka naman sa posisyon na yon dahil din sa sarili mo at sa mga pinakita mong talento. And para sa akin po yung pressure is maganda rin naman dahil ito yung dahilan para mapagpatuloy mo yung gagawin mo at once na overcome mo tong fear or pressure na ito, you will just keep on getting better po.
Thank you. Last question. people or the audience may call you nepo babies, no? Dahil nga coming from showbiz families. Do you see it as positive or negative? Paano pag tinawag kayo, oh, nepo baby lang yun? Starting from Vito naman.
Wala po akong magagayang sagot tuloy. Positive naman po. Okay lang po na natatawag ng Nepo Baby since totoo naman po siya. Pero pwede ko naman din pong ipakita sa ibang paraan yung salitang Nepo Baby rin po. Dahil syempre nanggaling po ako sa family ng Quezon and kilala po sila. So medyo mas madali rin po talagang makapasok sa buhay ng pag-aartista. And ang pinakagagawin ko na lang po is improve and ipakita yung kaya ko dahil nandito po ako ngayon at dapat po patunayan ko na kaya ko. Thank you. Ikaw na.
Ako na ba? Okay, sige. Thank you. Ako naman, for me, Nepo Baby is just a word. And that word is a title on us, and we get to choose what kind of Nepo Baby we want to be. Do we want to be the type who relies on our family, or do we want to be the type that uses our advantage to make ourselves better and make a name for ourselves in the industry? And I think I can speak for all of us here. We want to be the positive type of Nepo Baby where we use our family's legacy to still create our own name and build ourselves a career which puts us in the history of the long line of show business.
I think there's such a negative connotation around Nepo Baby. But for me naman, I think it's true. I can't deny naman na Nepo Baby talaga ako. I feel like Nepo Babies kasi parang you get more opportunities. It's just really up to you to show that you deserve to be there, that you deserve a spot here sa industry.
Ako naman po, I don't have a problem being called a Nepo Baby kasi aminado naman ako na yeah, Nepo Baby nga. Pero if you check my track record, I think it speaks for itself naman, and you can also ask the people that I've worked with. I think they would all say na okay naman akong ka-work and I stay grounded talaga. And I think it's a matter then of like what IC said, it's a matter of proving yourself, proving that you deserve this, ganyan. And I think kanya-kanya na rin po kami kung paano namin gagawin yun. As long as we're not hurting anybody, we're not stealing or anything, I think nasa kapalaran mo rin sa buhay kung paano yung magiging takbo ng career mo. So, ayan, thank you po.
I think for me also the same that Nepo Baby has a lot of shame put to it because we can be reduced to that. But then with the opportunities that are open to us, we are the ones that decide how we use those opportunities and how we sustain ourselves in the industry. So for me, it's about proving ourselves time and time again, showing up when we need to be there. Thank you.
Sa akin naman po, wala naman po akong problem sa tinatawag ko akong Nepo kasi to be honest, super proud po ako doon kasi tinatawag po nila akong Nepo Baby at yung parents ko po and family ko ay marami na po nagawa sa industry, marami na po sila napasaya. So para po sa akin, tinithink positive ko na lang po na gusto ko dagdagan palalo yung mga nagawa nila sa industry at mapasaya po ang maraming tao. Maraming salamat po.
Hi, Pop. I think, of course, being a Nepo Baby, I mean, it's not a choice, and I think that's something that we all will have to live with. However, there's good things that come from it, which are the opportunities and the things that our parents left for us from their legacy and for us to utilize. And so I think with that, we could turn those into great things for other people and to continue helping others too.
Hello. I believe that being a Nepo Baby, it doesn't really mind me that much because I can prove that I can be a good one, okay? So, that's why it doesn't really bug me that much. So.
Thank you guys, and thank you, Ms. Iza. Next, we move on to, from Bandera, Ervin Santiago.
Ayan. Congratulations guys. Ang tanong ko lang, aside from your parents, sino-sino ba yung ibang celebrities na naka-influensya sa inyo para pasukin ng showbiz? Yung parang ina-idolize ninyo? Bukod sa inyong mga magulang. Kay Vito agad. Kay Vito agad.
Siguro po si Kuya Eden po, si John Lloyd Cruz po.
Bakit? Ba't si Lloydie?
Kasi po di ba po pag nagpapatawa siya, pogi pa rin. Dapat ganun dapat po.
Parang si Bandot din, parang yung father.
Opo, cute.
Cute talaga, hindi pa.
Ilan po.
Thank you, Vito. Si hi.
Okay, for me naman, ever since I was younger, I was put around the environment of show business, and as we all know, my dad was in Eat Bulaga, and I was always there with him on set. So everyone that's part of that show played a very big part in my development as an actor, because seeing them so confident on screen and then them taking care of me, it made me comfortable around that type of people. And then even until now, celebrities still are so open to give advice and knowledge to the younger actors like Joseph Marco and Wilbert Ross. They're the ones who I'm co-starring with in the shows, and even until now they're still giving advice, and it really warms my heart to hear them say that they're proud of me. So I'm pretty sure all people from showbiz are that way as well. So
Thank you, Jaime. Si IC.
Same with Jaime. I grew up around set talaga. As in, after school, I would go to my parents' work, and then we just wait with them there. So I really grew up around the world of showbiz. And I would watch yung mga movies, like international and local. But what really got me into the local scene actually was yung mga Wattpad series dati, like Diary ng Pangit and Talk Back and You're Dead. So it's very full circle na I'm working on my first show with Joseph Marco. Kasi yun talaga yung favorite ko, Talk Back and You're Dead. So yeah, it's very full circle na Wattpad yung first show.
So naging fan ka rin ni Nadine?
Yes.
Just Jadine ka.
And yung time ng love team talaga. And yeah.
Thank you, IC. Si Ashley.
Ako naman po, sa lahat po na naka-work ko, someone I really look up to is Bea Benene. I got the chance to talk to her at first sa Sunny, sa movie namin na Sunny, and I think at that time I was younger and I was still trying to navigate things sa showbiz, and she was a really big help sa akin. She made me feel like I had a sister in showbiz, which really helped me. So she is really one of my role models kasi she has a really, really kind heart. Thank you.
Thank you.
For me naman po, I think from the NFT show that we just had last Saturday, I met so many older actors, so I learned a lot from them. Talking with them like sila, Ate Nicole and Kuya Jairus, and Ren and Joseph also. I asked them for advice. I literally asked, do you have any tips po? Because I was like, I'm so new at this, and he's like, oh, you're so pretty, you're so pretty, you're so cute. And it's just so nice to see that the community of actors that we have also in Viva is that welcoming and that supportive of you early on in your career pa lang. Thank you.
Thank you, Gabby.
Sa akin naman po nung bata ako, minsan nag-a-absent ako sa school para makasama sa taping ni Daddy. Pag sumasama po ako sa kanila, dati lagi kong tinitignan na mini-makeupan sila Daddy, paano sila i-treat ng tao, paano sila umarte. Tapos lagi na lang nasa isip ko nung time na yun na parang gusto ko talaga po siya matry. Gusto ko siya masubukan. Tapos yung time na yun, minsan kinukuha pa po akong extra sa taping, tapos tuwang-tuwa po ako. Tapos ayun, grateful naman po ako kasi yung dad ko, really supportive po talaga siya na tuparin ko po yung pangarap ko. Thank you so much po.
Hi, Pop. I would say I look up to Mark Nelson. He used to work with my mom. They're great friends, and he's actually my tito. And he's a great health advocate for sports. And yeah, I remember when I was little, he would always be with us. And yeah, just such a cool guy.
Thank you, Rob.
Hello. I'm gonna have a more international answer, so.
Why not?
So I grew up watching a lot of action movies, and my favorite actor was Tom Cruise, of course, you know. And I just love watching his movies, like all the stunts he did, his dialogue, it was all amazing. And I'm really inspired, and I look up to him to do stuff like he does.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Sir Irvin. Next, we have Nikki Wong from Manila Standard.
Hello guys, good afternoon. Over here. First of all, congratulations for being part of Viva Artist Agency. My question is, earlier you mentioned that growing up, you would go to tapings on set with your parents. But I wanted to know, when did you realize that your parent or your parents are actually famous? And when did you feel the weight of your surname? Siguro start muna tayo kay Vito.
Na-realize ko po yun around mga 2017. Because yung mga time po na yun, nasa Goembulirit po ako noon. And yun yung mga time na mas ginamit din po ako sa gag show na yun. And doon ko po na-realize na ayun, mabigat din po talaga dahil Quezon. So may kailangan po talaga akong ipakita at kailangan ko talagang mapangiti yung mga tao dahil yun din po yung in-expect sa akin. And syempre po, kinaya ko naman gawin and that's all po. Sobrang masarap sa feeling dahil nakilala din po ako bilang komedyante, lalong-lalo na sa pangalan na Quezon po. Yun lang po.
I think for me, I've always known, since whenever we'd go out, people would ask for pictures with my dad. And whenever he'd want to go incognito, he'd wear a wig just to go out to the mall. But I think knowing that at such a young age really made me realize how being famous isn't really something to brag about, which in the end made me a little bit more down to earth. Because to be fair, I mean, we can brag that we're known, but what does that really do for us? It doesn't really give personality or just makes us look like we're boastful.
I'd just like to do a follow-up. Pero why did you like to be in showbiz given that, you know, you saw firsthand how your father had to go incognito just to go out in public?
You know, that's a great question actually. Because, of course, yes, people would quote-unquote hassle him, but at the end of the day, when they leave with a smile on their face. So that's what I wanted to do with my ability to have a chance in show business. I wanted to give people a reason to smile, give a reason to people to laugh, and of course also the other emotions like kilig, paiyak. It's really a different feeling to see people happy just to see you in public.
I said like I would go on set after school, and I think I was around like 12 or 10 when I realized that that wasn't normal. Na yung office nila was a tent and may mga folding chairs and then my aircon, and then you know they would go on camera. So I would hear my friends like say, "Oh, I'm just gonna visit my parents in the office." They would walk to like a building, and then me, I get picked up, and it's like we would go to a set like super far away, and I would wait with them till like 2 a.m. And then sometimes my mom would help me study in the car, things like that. So I think I was around 10 or 12 when I realized that that wasn't normal. And on the weekdays, I would go to their guestings. Sometimes I was part of their guestings. I didn't realize that that wasn't normal until I was around 12?
For me naman, since I grew up really close with my dad, parang niya akong buntot. So, when I was a kid, nasanay na ako na may nagpapapicture sa kanya, like people would call him idol, ganyan. Pero I realized the weight of it when I started filming na yung mga series, ganyan. Kasi they would tell me stories about my dad, na parang gusto nga daw nila ka-work si Papa kasi he's very nice, like opposite siya ng nakikita sa TV. So doon ko na-realize yung weight na wala siya doon sa pangalan na nagawa ng dad ko in terms of his projects. It's in terms of the relationships he's made, especially with the production staff, ganyan, not just yung sa mga boss lang natin. Pati sa mga, kuwari sa utility, usually yung mga utility sila yung may mga kwento, super daming kwento about my dad. So, doon ko na-realize yung weight and doon ko din na-realize yung importance ng pakikisama sa mga tao sa set. Thank you.
For me naman po, I think, again, I wanted to be an actress really young. Like, that was my first dream job. So I think the reason why I wanted to do that was because my parents did that also. So for me also, I think, as IC mentioned, we grew up on sets talaga. After school, go on set, and sometimes my dad would bring me sa bukid. I don't know why we're there, but we're there na. And then I'm just sitting down in the monoblock chair, waiting for them to finish. So it's things like that where I'm just happy to be with my parents at the time. But then I only realized, like, later on, when I was like, probably when I was in school na rin, when people would come up to me and say, oh, they know my dad, oh, you look just like your dad or your mom. So that's when I was like, oh, they're famous pala. So then, it's always a nice thing to always hear that, especially not even starting with acting alone. When I was still doing modeling, I would hear that. And it's just so cool to see how far their reach has come. And hopefully I do the same too. Thank you.
Ako po kasi medyo maaga ko po nalaman, mga 4 to 5 years old po ako nun. Kasi nasa SM po kami nila Tito Ray and my dad. Kasama rin po ata namin si Ate Carla nun. Tapos nagtataka po ako kasi medyo naiinis po ako nung time na yun kasi hindi po ako makapunta sa playground agad kasi ang dami pong taong nagpapapicture sa parents ko and kila Tito Ray. So, nagtanong po ako kay Daddy kung bakit sila nagpapapicture, tapos sinearch ko po yung name nila. Tapos nagulat po ako. Andun po sila sa sa Google. Tapos, ayun po. Doon po nag-start na nagsabi ko sa sarili ko na gusto ko rin pag sinearch ako sa Google, lalabas din yung mukha ko. Parang ganoon po. Thank you po.
So yeah, I clearly remember from when I was like around 5 to 7 years old. I would always be out late with my mom. I would just be in her stroller, and we would just be around a bunch of cameras, a bunch of lights, and yeah, I would just be on my stroller with my iPad, just waiting them. And I was like, yeah, why am I here? What is this about? And so like, I feel like I slowly realized like, oh yeah, my mom's an artista, and so going out to malls, like I remember all the time people would ask my mom for pictures, and it was just so great seeing them so happy and seeing my mom so happy. And I think that's also a reason why I also want to be an artist, is because I want to spread that love with others as well.
I always felt like I knew somehow that my mom was famous, and I think that like I really felt like my name, it felt a lot more meaningful. Like when I learned that how many people my mom know and how many people know my mom, like seeing it not just online but in real life felt like there's a lot of weight in my name.
Thank you, Ryan, and thank you, Sir Nikki. Next, we have Eugene Assis from People's Journal.
Para sa lahat na rin, ano yung mga nilulook forward nyo na mga roles in the future na talagang dream para sa inyo? Let's start with Vito.
Siguro po yung dream role ko is yung mga movie na parang kay Lolo po, na leading man, komedyante siya, at the same time may mga romantic din po na scene. Tapos yung mga ending ng movie, may mga action pa po. Mga normal movies ni Lolo po, ganun po siguro yung dream ko. Dahil yun din po yung pwedeng maging rason para mapakita ko na hindi lang comedy ang kaya ko. Kaya ko rin magpakilig, di ba? Kaya ko rin magpaten sa mga tao, sa mga action po. Tumatumbling po ako eh. Masakit lang talaga sa likod po eh. Yun lang po. Thank you po.
Okay.
For me, the role that I have right now in My Husband is a Mafia Boss is a very dream role. Since it has romance, it has comedy, it has action. So I'm gonna switch it up and say, for the first time, I want to play a more menacing and dark role, since I want to showcase the depth that I have as an actor. If I don't have the chance to do that, of course, I'd like to stick to comedy because, of course, to me, I feel like it's second nature. If there's any upcoming projects which consist of comedy, just like the one with Will Bayer right now, PMAP, I would love to star in that as well, co-star. And besides that, honestly, I would just be hopeful to even get future work. And I'm sure Viva has a positive plan for me, and I'll look forward to whatever they have.
I think yung pinaka-dream role ko is to have a psychological thriller and horror movie or series. That's really what I'm into actually. I'm not really into like rom-com or comedy or anything like that. I really always watch psychological thriller and horror, yung mga series. So yeah, I think that's something that would be challenging but very fun for me because I watch that all the time.
For me naman po, ang dream role ko is maging kontrabida. Kasi I also want to pay my respects to the legacy that my family has made. So that's something that I really want to try. And beside from that, medyo na-enjoy ko yung comedy din with my role in Project Loki as Rosetta. I love how the people are accepting her. So that's also something that I want to try. Pero mas gusto ko talaga i-try maging kontrabida kasi I feel like kaya kong mag-excel doon. Thank you.
Hello. Same answer for me. I want to be a contributor because my role in Hell University kasi po is sweet girl lang. Despite the set and the environment being horror or a bit more thriller, I think the role that I want is more villainous or more menacing because I think that's also very different from my personal characteristics. Yeah. Well, thank you.
Sa akin naman po, same din kay Gabi, kontrabida po talaga, action, ganyan. Pero sa ngayon, gusto ko po matry naman mag-rom-com. Kasi yung sa Hellyu ba pinapanood ko sila, Zeke, tsaka si Heart, medyo nakakakilig kasi. Gusto ko po matry. Yeah, thank you po.
Hi po. Honestly, I'm open to almost any opportunity. However, something that I've always looked forward to are comedies, and same as Jack, rom-coms. I feel like those would be so fun to be a part of with the set and the other actors, and yeah.
Same as my brother, I'm open to anything, okay? But of course, I would love to do like an action movie where I can do cool stuff. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sir Eugene. And next we have Erwin Agawa from Anong-Ganao.
Hi guys, congratulations and welcome to Viva. And this is my question, okay? They say the best way to reach stardom is to be part of a love team. So do you believe in that or are you open for that? So who do you want to be paired with? Who's your dream partner? Vito, love team.
Dream partner po?
For a love team.
Sino ba po yun?
Aminin mo daw.
Sa ngayon po, hindi ko pa po alam eh. Pero open naman po siya kahit kanino po.
Okay, safe answer.
Yun lang
Hi,
po.
man.
Thank you.
Okay lang mabilang team.
Okay, so for me, that question gets passed around a lot, especially with Viva itself. And normally naman, isa lang naman yung sinasagot kong pangalan. Kaso syempre, di ko muna sasabihin sa inyo. So, antayin niyo na lang. Of course, I'm in no place to make a demand to Viva. I can simply make requests. If that happens, then... woo. Pero if not, then better luck next time.
I see. You admitted fan ka ng JD, right?
Yes.
So, open ka rin ba sa love team?
Ako parang hindi. I mean, I have no problem being paired naman with, I have no problem with having an on-screen partner or working with someone else. I have no problem with being paired sa show or something. But I don't know if love team talaga because that's a big commitment and medyo yung love team could be your career na talaga. And I don't know, I'm very independent. I don't really like depending on other people. But I have no problem. I'm very open to working with other people and being paired with other people.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ashley?
I've experienced being paired with Andre Eliana, and okay naman for me mag-love team. Hindi, wait lang. Hindi pa tapos pero yung mga roles na nakukuha ko right now, yung mga ginagawa ko right now as a solo actress, na-enjoy ko siya ng sobra kasi I get to explore so much more about myself. So I think I'd like to explore that muna before... Sorry po. I'd like to explore that muna before having like an on-screen partner kasi like what Icy said, it's a big commitment talaga. So, ayun, thank you so much.
Thank you, Ashley. Gabby?
I agree with the rest. I think love team is a big commitment and a big word to use. Previously in Hell University, I had an on-screen partner, Derek Ong, who's part of CAT. And that was a good experience. Working with him and working with the rest of the cast was such a good experience. But I guess for me, my plan with Viva is also to grow independently. And if that's with the love team, then I'm open to that as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Gabby. Jack, kinikilig ka, di ba sabi mo sa mga posters mo? Kinikilig ka, di ba, sa mga posters mo? Ayan.
Ako naman po siguro sa ngayon, ano po, siguro sa ngayon hindi ko pa po alam kung sino, pero alam ko naman po yung Viva, hindi naman po ako papabayaan din. Darating po yung tamang tao talaga, tamang love team for me. So yeah, thank you so much po.
Sa akin po, gosh, honestly, I have no idea. But my mom always told me study first, right? And so, yeah, I think I'll stick with that. But if the opportunity arrives, sure, I'll take it. I'll look into it because I mean, you could discover so much with someone, and it being a part of your career. I don't know. I feel like there's so much more to it.
Ryan, I think you're too young for a love team.
Yes. Yeah, I feel like I'm still a bit too young for a love team right now. Like, I don't want to commit too much to a lot of things right now. And I think I'm not really interested right now, so.
Thank you. Best of luck, guys. See you around.
Thank you, Sir Erwin. Grabe naman yung kilig. Yung mga lalaki pa kinikilig sa mga love teams. Well, anyway, we're looking forward to our on-screen partners. Anyway, next we have an Arena TV, one of our TikTok content creators.
Hello, good afternoon. For my question, ano yung dream role nyo kung sakasakali na pagbibigyan kayo ng Viva? Can we start with Vito?
Ayun nga po, yung mga leading role po na iba't ibang genre niyo yung mapapakita po. Kasi I'm sure naman po kaya ko kung ano yung ibibigay sa akin na role. At unang-una sa lahat po, hindi naman po siguro ibibigay sa akin yung role na ito kung walang nakitang talent sa akin, yung director or yung mga producer po. Yun lang po.
I think that question was asked already, but I'll just add to my answer a while ago. Ako kasi, the roles I get right now, yung tipong best friend lang, third wheel sa pag-ibig, yung laging talo. So it would be nice to finally win for once, right? So we'll see if I'm given that opportunity soon in Viva.
So parang romantically.
Sure. If it's given, I would gladly take it. But of course, leading in a series it's something I have to work for now. So if I'm given that opportunity, I'll try my best, of course. But I think I have a long way to go before that happens.
I think for me, yung sinabi ko kanina, horror and psychological thrillers and yung mga darker roles. Because yung role ko ngayon as Kylie Ferrer, medyo kikay siya. Actually, super challenging siya for me because I'm not like her at all. Medyo kikay, sweet, always naka-pink, naka-glam. And that's super challenging for me because that's not me. So I think I want to be challenged in a way that's like ako talaga. So yung mga darker and intense roles.
Like I said kanina nga po, ang dream role ko talaga is maging kontrabida. So kahit ano pa yan, G ako. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.
I also said before, kontrabida rin. More of a villainy role. Because the role that I'm in now, Hell You, Mia is a very sweet girl. And I want to be challenged with a more mean girl role. I think that's so different from who I am in real life. But then, hopefully I'm able to bring it up. Well, thank you.
Ay, ibahin ko na lang. Mga pala, nakalimutan ko. Kasi kayo ngayon yung parang magkakabatch, diba? Viva Next Gen. Kung kayo yung masusunod, sino sa mga kasama nyo ngayon yung mga gusto nyo makasama sa project in the future? Sa inyong walo.
I'll work with my sister na lang po.
Okay.
I'll work with my sister.
Sino siya sa'yo? Kontrabida o ikaw yung kontrabida?
Siya yung kontrabida sa
Ako yung kontrabida sa buhay nilang lahat.
Okay, how about you, Jack?
Sa akin po siguro si Ate Ashley. Kasi for me, tinitignan ko na po siya as same sa veterans kasi marami na po siya rin naging project. So, yeah, ayun po.
Ikaw yung magiging kontrabida sa kanya or siya yung magiging kontrabida sa iyo?
Siya po yung kontrabida in real life po. Ako na lang po sa show.
How about you, Rob?
Yeah, I'd love to play a role in like maybe any sort of comedy or rom-com, and a person who I'd love to be with, of course, be my brother.
So, it's just the same as last time before. I'm up for any role, and yeah, I would love to be with my brother too.
Oh, is he going to be the villain in that project, if ever?
I think he will.
Oh, okay. Back to you, Vito. Sorry. So, among you eight, sino yung gusto yung maka-work sa kanya?
Siguro po si Kuya Rob po.
Okay. Bakit si Rob?
Kasi feel ko po magiging comedy talaga yung show na yun dahil isang lalaking magaling mag-Tagalog pero mahina sa English. Tapos siya po, very well spoken in dollars.
At saka pareho rin kayong athlete, no? Athletic. Tama. Sige.
Feel ko bagay po kami mag-tandem, parang bad boys kumbaga.
Okay. Oh, Jaime.
So bago na yung tanong, sino yung kontrabida sa buhay ko?
Hindi, una, sino yung gusto mo maka-work sa kanila if ever magkaroon ka ng bagong project?
Oh, Siguro si Jack. Si Jack. Pwede kami kang pang-comedy.
Pwede.
Yeah, pwede kami pang-comedy. Yung tandem namin sa totoong buhay, nakakatawa eh. Feeling ko si Ashley din pwede kasi naka-work ko na yan, tapos medyo, binabad. Suplado siya sa akin eh. So, pwede siya kontrabida sa akin.
Okay.
Pwede. Tapos ako yung innocent lang na walang ginagawa, pero parang...
Ikaw yung happy.
Tapos pwede din si Andre Eliana dun.
Pwede. Sige lang, guys.
I think Gabby also. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to take the job seriously, but si Gabby and si Vito.
Okay.
Nakakatawa siya. It's my first time meeting him, but super nakakatawa siya.
Nice.
I think he deserves a spot sa My Husband is a Mock.
Boss.
He would fit
Ako yung husband.
Lagot ka kay Joseph. Then Miss Ashley.
Ako siguro si Jack. Tapos ako yung kontrabida. Para mabawian ko siya. Tapos si Jaime rin, isa rin yan. At sila babawian ko, ganon. Handa kayo sa akin, mga kayo.
Lagot kayo. Okay, dapat maging kind
Security po sa backstage. Paki-ready.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Anorina TV. Grabe, ramdam agad natin yung connections nila, no? Kanina lang nag-meet yung iba dyan. Kaya naman, we're looking forward na makuha niyo yung mga roles na yan. Para ang saya. Anyway, definitely, last but definitely not the least, we have Sab Santos, one also of our TikTok content creators.
Hello, good afternoon. So yung question ko is, most of you have current shows right now, right? And yung iba acted to multiple shows na. Does your family watch your shows? And ano yung comments nila about your acting?
I haven't been in any shows yet or movies, but yeah, but my parents video of me playing guitar and sometimes they post it and I don't really mind, but I think they like it. So.
When I was a lot younger, I did a couple short films, and for some of them I had to cry, and I just remember the experience of me and my mom talking me into crying and how to cry on set, and they love rewatching those short films, especially when people are around.
Sa akin naman po yung dad ko, lagi naman po siya nanonood ng LU every Friday. And minsan, pag mayroon siya nakikitang off-acting, pinagsasabihan niya po ako, tinuturuan niya ako. Pero there's a time na sabi ko, paano umiyak? Tapos, tinulungan niya po ako. Tapos, hindi po ako naiyak, natawa lang po ako sa babae. Thank you po.
For me naman po, my only request is that they don't watch it in front of me. Because I cringe out at my own acting. But then, I think my mom has watched a few episodes of Hell You, and she does critique me, but it's all constructive criticism. So I also take that to heart. Sometimes it's a bit harder to hear because it's coming from my parents, but then who else is gonna say it besides your parents also? Thank you.
My family, nanonood kami now, pero before, nung mga una kong project, ayoko talagang pinapanood. So, hindi ko pinapanood. Tapos, ngayon, yung recent, like yung GSOT 1892, Loki, yan, pinapanood na namin siya together. And mom ko yung usually, like, merong mga comments, ganyan. Tapos yung dad ko, tahimik lang. He just lets me figure it out on my own. He'll only give me advice if I ask for it, which I'm really, really grateful for. Kasi, minsan, parang, mas okay na ikaw yung makapansin instead na iba. So, ayun. Thank you.
I don't think they've watched it yet. Parang I don't know if kaya nilang panoorin ako. But, I tell them naman, about my day, like sa set. I hope they get to watch it soon because I would love their feedback. But so far, they haven't said anything naman. But I do tell them and ask for advice because minsan nangingibabaw talaga yung nervousness ko. Lalo na pag I'm acting. Of course, I I still have a hard time memorizing my lines. I'm trying to remember it. I'm trying to remember yung facial expressions ko, yung actions ko sa camera, where I am sa camera, like how I interact with my castmates. So I just try to ask for advice. So far, they haven't really said anything bad naman sa acting ko.
So me and my mom, we watch My Husband is a Mafia Boss every week. And with that project, I can say I'm pretty proud of how I'm doing. So yun, pinapanood namin na magsama. And yun, masaya na siya kasi she sees the slow improvement from my one project to another. So they're pretty happy. And then of course, the show just started and I know what's to come. So I'm really excited to watch it with them every week. For GSOT naman, Golden Senior of Tomorrow, my dad was very happy because I got to work with my cousin for one day. So we had a scene together and it was very heartwarming that Viva got my family all connected again. So I was very proud of that moment and my dad as well.
Ako naman po siguro yung mga sa old shows ko po, like Goyang Bulilit po or Happy Together. Sometimes po pinapanood namin siya as a family and the fact na nakikita ko po silang tumatawa rin at napapangiti dahil sa akin, doon ko po nasasabi na maganda yung nagawa at napakita ko po. And whenever naman po may mga off akong pag-acting, parang wala sa tono po or parang yung joke ko hindi siya medyo related sa pinag-uusapan that time, ina-advise naman po agad ako nila mami at daddy. And syempre po, makikinig po ako para mas magawa ko ng mas mabuti next time. And yung mga shows po na ginagawa namin together as a family, minsan kasama pa po yung mga tito ko, yun na lang po siguro yung hindi namin pinapanood dahil syempre po nandun na po kami, magkakasama na po kami. Mga behind the scenes video na lang po yung pinapanood namin, lalo na yung mga eksena na nakakatawa, yung mga bloopers po na nadadapa ako, tatawanan po nila ako. Yun lang naman po. Thank you po.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Sab. I think that wraps up our Q&A portion. But you guys have a few words for our media friends before we officially end our Q&A portion.
Thank you po sa inyong lahat sa pagpunta po dito and for giving us the time na makilala po kami. And hopefully po makita po namin kayo ulit soon and magka-shows po kami na mapapakita namin yung talent na sinabi namin meron po kami. Thank you po.
Para sa inyong lahat, thank you sa pagpunta sa media. Thank you for giving us appropriate questions. I know you guys have a lot of power right now, but thank you for using it responsibly. To the fans, thank you for supporting us. You guys want to make some noise? Alright, thank you everyone, as well as to all the bosses who came, to the road managers, to everyone. Guys, thank you for giving us your time and supporting us. Even though we're all brand new, we have a lot of potential, I feel, and we'll try to make you guys all proud.
Thank you everyone for coming. I hope you can continue to support all of us. Our upcoming shows, our current shows, My Husband is a Mafia Boss, episode 3 coming out on Saturday. Yay! Thank you!
Ngayon po, maraming salamat po sa lahat ng pumunta and sa nag-support po sa amin dito today. Sana po tulungan nyo kaming i-promote yung mga shows namin and sana po magkita-kita ulit tayo soon. Ayun, maraming salamat po.
Thank you guys so much for coming out. Thank you guys for your questions as well. Thank you to all of us for being here today. Thank you to the Gabbies there. Thank you guys so much for your support and please keep supporting all of us because I've met some of these people and they're really talented and really kind-hearted people. So continue to support them as well. Thank you.
Gusto ko lang po magpasalamat sa inyong lahat sa pagpunta and sa time po na binigay niyo po sa amin. And sa mga nanonood po dyan, maraming salamat po sa pagsuporta po sa amin. At pinapangako po namin sa inyo lahat na hindi po namin kayo bibiguin. And sa mga fans po dyan, thank you so much po sa pagpunta. Love na love ko po kayo. Thank you po.
Thank you everyone for coming out here. Thank you so much for the wonderful questions. And I hope hope you guys continue to support us and watch us grow. And yeah, I'm just very excited for the future.
Thank you so much, guys, for coming here and for asking us these great questions that you may know us a bit more because we're quite new to this. And I think that a lot of us here have potential, and we hope to see you guys soon. Thank you.
All right, once again, please a round of applause for our Viva's next generation stars. Ashley, Gabby, Icy, Jack, Jaime, Rob, Ryan, and Vito. Ayun, thank you so much, guys. And thank you to our media friends for coming this afternoon and witness ang ating mga next promising stars of Viva Artist Agency. Again, let's take a photo here at the center stage.